we're here to talk about the Terra Pioneer 2, which is my new tent, and I'm pleased as punch to have it. For those of you that have been watching the channel for a long time, you'll know that I had the Helm 2 by Wild Country, so it reminds me a lot of that. So it's so good. It's like a familiar friend has come to say hello. So let's put it up, talk through some of the specs. I'll give you my first opinions of it. I have spent a night in it already, so I already know that I like it. So let's put it up and we'll have a closer look at it. These are the pegs it comes with. Very lightweight, just standard pegs, but very light. If I was doing 4-season camping, I would probably switch them out. It also comes with a pole fixer there. Super easy to put up as well. Super easy. Just like the Helm 2, it's colour coordinated poles, which are red and blue. For all the colour blind, the red is in my left, that doesn't matter. So it's important to put the red poles in first. Into these reinforced sleeves. Real simple, mate. There's one. There's one. To this day, the Helm 2 remains one of the quickest and easiest tents to put up and take away that I've ever used. And this is pretty much the same. So there you go. There's your two poles in there. And then they go into these eyelets. There's someone using a hedge cutter, so sorry for that, but it's a nice day. It's a nice day. I'll probably be cutting my edges later, so can't blame him. There you go. And that's the red one in the eyelets, or whatever you want to call them. And then the blue one. I mean, what has that taken me there? No time at all. Alright, I'm barefoot. I've got to be careful because there's holly and hawthorn in that hedge. You don't want to be standing on hawthorn. There you go, look, that's taken no time at all, and that's pretty much there. Self-standing as well, so you can choose which way you want it. One of the vestibules is bigger than the other. I'll let you know that for now. Pegging it out, I like to peg out the poles, the red ones and blue ones. It has these clips on the blue poles, just 2 clips. Done. So that's got to be less than 5 minutes, hasn't it? And then you get the guy lines. So that's all the pegs pegged out, and then there's the guy lines, but I won't bother with the guy lines now because I'm only in the garden. You get your stuff sack with it. It's not even a stuff sack, it's just a carry bag. I'd probably swap that out for a stuff bag. That has the instructions in there if you need it, which you shouldn't really need it. You've got a guy point at the back, the front, and one at each side as well. You have this cap on it, which you can see hides this mesh underneath, which is in 2. There's one adjacent to this, which is exactly the same. And that just helps with condensation and airflow. It is a 4-season tent, so the sides go pretty low down to the ground, stop the snow getting in. So there's your top little cap there. Love that as a feature. Another thing that I really like about this tent is that it's got 2 zips here, so you can zip one down for even more airflow, but it stays tied at the bottom. So yeah, more airflow in there. It's got a reinforced panel over here that covers the zip. And it doesn't catch, look at that. Brilliant. It has a clip on the door, so instead of having to roll it up, you just use the clip and it clips onto the pole, and that's you're done. There's loads of porch room at this side. They're excited to have a look in here because I am, even though I've been in it. Wow, it's warm, it is warm. Right, come on in. Close this up and encase ourselves. Woo! It is exciting being in a tent. I don't care, mate. Even if it's in garden, I do always get excited. Headroom, there's plenty. Look at that. I'm 5'10". So that's a good, you know, you're good for 6.5 foot in here, easy. There is a little loop at the top here to hang your torch. One thing it doesn't have is something so you can make yourself a little washing line, but we can forgive that. I suppose you could fashion some out of here or put some little tie out points on there, not a problem. Now it is a 4-season tent, so it's partly mesh, partly material. Very breathable. It says boiling, mate, I'm boiling hot. 1, 2, 3 pockets. High up, very functional. What I do like is this side pocket. When you unzip this, again, instead of you having to roll it up and tie it to something, you open it and you just chuck it in that pocket. So that outside one clips to the frame, the pole, and this one, just you chuck it in that pocket. It could not be simpler. Plenty of room in your vestibule for cooking and for storing your bag. In fact, we'll keep that open because it's warm. It is warm. We'll have a look out the other side. And it is a 2-door. Ooh. Yeah, it's 2-door, so this one's got not so much of a vestibule, but as you can see, there's loads of room. 5'10" in flats, mate, and I've got a good. There's another foot of space for me. Classed, I guess, as a 2-person, but I'd say it was more of a 1.5 person. 2 of you at a pinch. I've had it out and about, and I really like it, really enjoy it. I'll run through some of the stats for you. The Pioneer 2 is a 2-person, 3 to 4 season backpacking tent. Its minimum weight is 1.90 kilograms, which is 4 pounds and 3 ounces. Its packed weight is 2.15 kilograms, which is 4 pounds and 12 ounces. Pack size is 42 by 17 centimeters, and it retails at £299. I'll put the rest of the information on screen now, so if you want to pause it and have a look, please do. I love it. It feels great. It reminds me of the Helm 2, which was one of my favourite ever tents, but it feels better. It feels more of an upgrade from that. Absolutely love it. And Terra themselves have offered a discount code for anyone who wants it of 20%, and it's Haze 20 at checkout. So I'll leave the link below if you want to go and get yourself one of these or something like it and you want a bit of a discount, head over. Thanks to them for that. I did all my research and I reached out wanting this particular tent. It's a British company and they make some fantastic tents, well worth checking out, and my seal of approval. I like to have a lightweight tent for backpacking, but I also like to have a tent which I use for my 1 to 2 night wild camp. So this for me is worth carrying to the top of a mountain and spending the night in it, knowing that I've got space, I've got safety from the weather, and it's just a nice environment to hang out in. And for me, that's worth the wait. And it looks good, doesn't it, with the black and the green. So yeah, so far so good. As I say, I've only used it on 1 wild camp and had it up a couple of times and looked round it, but you can tell a quality tent, can't you, when you just by spending 1 night in it. And so far this is quality. Love it, absolutely love it. So expect to see this on a few more wild camps. Right, happy camping. Thanks a lot for watching and I'll see you soon. Au revoir.